Well then, the last 12, 15 hours or so, even the last 48 hours, have been very, whatever. You all see what's going on. And I think it's my duty to actually speak on it. So I'm going to talk to Ked first. Ked, I honestly don't know what you see in this guy. I don't care, because you already know that I'm down for whatever you're down for. But you cannot hold his hand through this. So before I even talk to him, I'm going to talk to you. Stewie got himself into this, and it's on Stewie to weather the storm. He's made a ton of mistakes over the last couple of weeks, but he made the biggest one last night. So, stand aside on this one, and let us do what we do as men. Stewie, when I saw your promo last night, and first of all, I was rooting for you to make a promo, and when I saw your promo, and you made the statement about if going to exotic places and doing crazy things makes you a champion, then you can keep it. There's so many things wrong with that statement. I'm going to correct you. Now, I figure you're a little bit like me in some respects. When you shoot a promo or cut a promo, I can always see your passion. I would never doubt that. I would never even shit on your in-ring accomplishments. But don't you come to my federation and act as if you can dress in the locker room with the men that have broken their backs to make this federation what it is. I'm not going to OOC you to death on my personal issues. I'll let Ked tell you in the inbox how ironic the first half of your promo was. And that's all I want to say about it publicly. Now, what I am going to get on is this whole exotic making champions thing. You know what makes a great champion? It's two things, among other things. Style and charisma. Say it with me. Style and charisma. Now, your buddy, Jay O'Neill, will tell you that if you repeat things too many times, it's as if you're trying to convince yourself or somebody. We all know that this isn't that. Style and charisma. If I disappear for a couple of weeks and come back and make an impact and cut a promo, it has style and charisma. So it's more believable that I could jump into a main event whenever I want to. Right now I'm retired. If I come back tomorrow and fight Jason Terrell, nobody's really going to say anything. If I come back and I get into a feud with Mike Brown or Ked, nobody's going to really say anything. You were put in a bad situation, and I'm going to tell you why. Because when you come back after being Ghost, and the first thing you do is not come in and say, I want to start at the bottom, I want to start in the middle, I want to make an impact. You try to go right at the champion, not just a paper champion. If you had gone at any of the paper champions, you might have gotten away with it. You went at the leader of the locker room, Jason Terrell, and you got roasted for it. What I don't understand is why you were so in your feelings about it. And this is just me talking to you. I'm not going to call you names. I'm not going to post a bunch of memes about you. I'm not going to call you glitter or any of that stuff. I'm just going to state facts to you. Fact. Your promos are garbage. That's just, it is what it is. You know that. Your type promos are pretty good, but your video promos are garbage. That's okay. That's fine. When your video promos are garbage, you do not take shots at anybody else's promos. I am a fat guy. I'm not going to look at anybody and say, hey, pal, you're overweight. You need to get it together. You stay in your lane and play your position. Your position is mid-card mayhem. That's what you do. And while you was in the garage losing to Drake, I was leading an entire federation against the DMVF. Style and charisma. Only one of us can get away with that. So, you're back, and you're in the main event. The reason for the uproar, Ked and Stewie, is not because he was Ghost. It's because you have an entire front line of guys who were putting themselves out there and breaking their backs to come out and defend the DMVF, which they love so much. I was going against the DMVF because I hated what had happened to the DMVF, which I love so much. I am in the position where I can make sure that the next champion is a guy who can fight alongside a Ked. You see, Stu, you don't pass the torch. You have to be hot first before you can touch the flame. I pass the torch to Jason Terrell. It is not for you to pass the torch. It is for you to pass the towel. It is for you to pass the water. It is for you to pass the parquet to put on the mashed potatoes in the back entree area. That's for you, Stewie. We are gladiators, and the union, that's the only time I'm going to use that phrase, is not going to stand for it. So you can come out with your shield as to why you couldn't do what you can do. You can come out and say, yeah, I saw every post, but I couldn't post on any post. That's garbage. We're not going for it. But when you take a shot at me, you get this. This is a little baby roast. You know, I could have gone out to the beach, thrown on my favorite shirt, thrown on my sunglasses, and just made it impossible for you to show your face in the DMVF ever again. I could have done a bunch of memes. I could have sat on the toilet and cut a 20-minute rap verse about you, but you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that much style and charisma. I'm going to let you do what you do. I'm going to let you show up, cut bad promos, and fizzle out. I hope you prove me wrong, because Ked's put a lot of investment into you. I don't know what he sees in some of you guys sometimes, but Ked likes new things. You got all these guys here. You got your Patrick, PEA, cutting hot promos. The Limelight, I love it. You got Ken Washington cutting his first promo. You got Nate, who at any given time can cut a promo. You got Jillian, Joker, Jay, Poetry. Everybody hates Poetry. It's my favorite show. You got all of these things going on. But Ked, every now and then, decides to put his faith in guys like Luis, who comes, wins the title, disappears, comes back, wins the title, disappears, comes back, wins the title, says he won't disappear again, and we haven't seen him since. He puts his faith in guys like Roland. God, I hope I got that name right, because I don't want to do it again. Last name is White. Let's get that. He puts his faith in guys like that, who cuts one promo and gets 2 belts and then disappears, and then comes back and says he's on the Rock contract. What does that do to the guys in the union? Damn, I said it again, my bad. Who see that, who have been working, who could be afforded those opportunities. He puts his faith in a guy like Stewie, who is 2 clicks away from trying to run this entire federation. You know, you took a jab at how I cut my promos. I've heard that before. And when Davey Crank said that, it didn't bother me too much. You saw the Game Time promo, and you see Davey Crank, right? Oh, no, you don't, because he's gone. Style and charisma. Until you get that, you play your position. And your position is not the main event. You already got your match with Ked. You already got your match with Mike Brown. I'm eager to see how you come through those. If you saw the Being a Champion promo, you would know it's not for you. So don't say you don't want it. It don't want you. And that's all I really have to say about it. Don't make me come back on here. Take it on the chin. I'm going to see you in the scene by. Type me an appropriate response, where you keep your character strong. I will bless it, and we will keep it moving like this never happened. But if you do anything else, well, I ain't got nothing to lose, so I have no idea what I'm going to do. Oh, and one more thing. In your promo, you said you couldn't even post on what's better, black women, what was it, black women, white women, Asian women, the best women are Puerto Ricans. Take my word for it. I'm fucking one. But to do that, you need style and charisma. I'll see you soon.